Yes, lads, JOEBILINE here, and welcome to episode 31 of the free-to-play Road to Glory, where we go as far as we can without spending any real money. Today's episode consists of dates the 5th of April up until today, which is what we're on the 10th of April, so 5 days on this one, but enough to get through for an episode, because we had weekend tournament, we had Easter, or should I say Chanster, working on the Italian campaign at the moment, pushing our way through this. Some nice FIFA point rewards along the way as we beat those dudes. Yeah, that's what I'm calling them. We also had matchups. What did we have this week? So I guess last week, because we had Cuthrone, but we only got 2 right. We got Munich right, and we got who was the other team right? It doesn't really matter. We didn't do that great, but 2, so we got some skill boosts. What was it, 40? So we got 80 skill boosts, not really going to do much, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. 40k coins as well along the way. Next matchups came up, we put our selections in. I believe we maybe only got 2 again on this one. I forgot offhand, I forgot what Haveen did, but we'll have to see how that goes. We've also got versus tournament, so we went up. We stuck at the 4-5-1 with the 91 rated after moving some players around. I thought, well, this is, although it's up to 95 now, we're not going to face any counters here. The market's back open. Hopefully, we can get lucky with some of our matchups. First game up, we was up against an 86, and that's what I like to see. Should have been a comfortable victory, and it was indeed. So solid first win against Smartalk with his 86 rated team, and I thought if we can get a couple of those, couple of mid 80 teams, we should do alright, because obviously we didn't win it last week. We then come up against another 91. I thought, okay, we're both 91, but he showed no challenge for some reason. I don't know, was he just not playing? Why did he enter? Did he get disconnected? I don't know, but I'll take every easy victory I can get. Then came up against another 86, and I was thinking, this is exactly the runs we want. Very comfortable victory again. So that was 3 wins with no real challenge so far yet. And I was feeling confident, thinking, get as far as I can, then I'll have a few more chances. We then come up against Macau, 94 rated team. And this was my first proper test. In the dying seconds, it had to be good. It was. But he was on a breakaway. I was nervous. Did he score? No, he didn't. 6-all. And to reward him with that, we got matched up against each other straight away afterwards. And I was like, okay, he knows what I can do. I know what he can do. Can we try and do better? We got our 6th goal. Sadly, Michael hadn't done as well as last time. I say sadly. It wasn't sadly for hers. We defeated the 94. And then we had an 89 as a reward. So a little bit of a respite. And we took the opportunity. Lovely, lovely far post. But it was saved. We had a corner in overtime, calling it overtime, and we dispatched it. And then the game ended 10-8. We'd got there. So that's 300 skill boosts unlocked so far. And we were climbing the way up. Obviously, there's a total of 1,800 skill boosts on offer. And then we come against another 95. The stronger teams are rocking in now against this Barcelona 95 rated team. And there wasn't much we could do. We didn't perform well. We only scored 5. He scored 7. And that was our first loss. To try and get revenge, we then came up against the 90, the Green Arrow. How was we going to fare against the Green Arrow? With 7 seconds to go, it was still 6-all. We made it 7-6. We had a great chance in the dying seconds to make it 8-6, as he made it 8-7, and I felt that was just enough. It was. We came up against Jan Markov at 92, and this was another victory for us. We were storming through, and I was starting to feel confident. After last week, I was thinking if we can keep getting these matchups on our side, we've been faring pretty well against the higher ones. We got to tournament win 7. 3 more to go. We'd got 1 loss so far. And we came against this Fred Miguel, 92. Seemed like he had some decent players, and obviously his badge shows that he wasn't to mess with. And we underperformed massively. 4-7 loss. That was our 2nd loss, and we still had 3 games remaining. But we came against another 91 PKM, but PKM was no match for us. We performed well. He didn't. 8 wins, but we could no longer afford to lose any matches. and that's where it was getting interesting. But 8 wins meant we unlocked another 500 skill boosts, and we have got the SBC for some XP and coins to go to. If we choose to, I'm going to see how we do first and then go to the SBC to sum that up. But it was time for game number 9, and we came against a 95, and he had some pretty nice players, pretty solid. It was a tough game. 7 seconds ago, we was all locked in at 6-all. Keeper runs out, put it over the bar. I'm thinking, I've messed it up there, haven't I? Ozil's not going to get into this box in time, but we tried, and I was expecting the worst, but he also didn't bag. We'd drawn, which meant I had another chance, and we got given up a 91. So it was 91 versus 91. I was 4-3-3 attack, he was 4-3-3 holding. 10 seconds ago, the scores were locked. Mahrez found Luis Alberto, who made it 6-5. Did we have time to get another attack in? Trippier was going to knock it down to Ivan Calavero. Ivan with the shot with the goal, 7-5. And he also hadn't scored, so we didn't need that, but that was fine. 9 games won, 2 losses. It was all down to the final game. And I'm going to show you this game in full, because I couldn't believe what I was saying. I was up against a 92, so I was feeling pretty confident. I was thinking, 92, it's not hard. We're going to be similar chances. This should be all right. But what went down, I couldn't believe it. Like, tinfoil alert. It really felt like the game was against me in this game. Just chances that I know I can score what would normally go in just weren't. Like, defenders and attackers started doing overhead kicks instead of headers. Ivan Cavallero, he was through, puts it wide. Like, how is that going wide? They don't go wide. Ties on, another simple shot, save. We're going to try and get the follow-up, and he just doesn't even head it. Like, what's going on there? That was simple. Fred running through, he's got another chance. Opportunity there, puts it wide. I couldn't believe what was going on in this game. I was like, does this game not want me to win? Clearly, he'd only scored 3. So he wasn't performing well either. Saves after saves. Like, what is going on? Clearly, something was stopping this game. And Abir was clearly having something up with him, or maybe wasn't very good, because he had only scored 3 after 1 minute. We had 30 seconds left. I know I still had enough time to arguably win this game. Finally let us score, and I was thinking, is this going to be a close finish? Ties on to Luis Alberto. We had to rush our chances, but the players we had just aren't Russia maniacs. Force Ivan Carrera with Poppy is a hopeful one there, but we finally get a great chance. We put it to 3-2. We've got seconds on the clock. If he doesn't score, have we got chance? It comes to Mahrez, who served us so well in that first week, but he's just feeling so slow. We tried to cut it inside, go for the shot. It is blocked. It forced Tyson. Tyson just doesn't react. He does score a 4th, and I feel like we were scammed out of that game. Honestly, feel like we were scammed. 9 wins. I was like, do we play again? Do we not? I decided not to play a game. Then 1,000 skill boost would be handy, but I felt like I got kind of lucky in some of them games. Probably in hindsight could have won. But it was a busy weekend, WrestleMania weekend. Didn't have much time. We did the tournament, SBC. It seemed pretty good for 200k coins, 50k XP. With just some players wasting their club. And then we moved on to the last 2 cycles of Easter. Sadly, no master showed up on this account for us. Doing some polls on Twitter. Quite a lot of you voted. It seems there was about 15% of people, so 15 to 20%. So 1 in 5 people managed to get a master appear. Sadly for us, that wasn't the case. We did do it on a style of getting 2 full cycles to have 2 chances at the golden ticket. First ticket, we didn't find one. Second up was a blue player, but there was also a 500k coins amongst one of these, so that was pretty nice. The red player we got awful at 82. 84 Pizzulo, we fared a little bit better at 84, but still not the best returns. Obviously, we didn't bother with any coin packs this Easter. Thought coins had been low at the start. Easter, although we didn't get a master, awful. We've built up our skill boost for the newer skill boosts like counter and second strike and all of that. And we've got some coins along the way, so the coins have slowly added up. And obviously, we've still got the market slowly recovering. I've got a lot of players that I could sell. I've got quite a big list of decent players to sell when I choose to pull the trigger. I'm just holding a bit longer. We finally reached Legendary 3, which meant we had some Versus Attack XP, some coins, some weekend tickets, which we'll use next weekend, depending on what happens with the tournament change. Do they put it up to 100 overall? Like, if it wants to 95, if it does, Rip City. But we did get an elite versus top player, and obviously we've been playing with Guy at centre back, and we got Titty, so that was nice. We got ourselves a centre back, to a proper centre back to go alongside if we do play it next weekend. If not, we can always sell him. We'll wait and see what happens. And I'm just going to end it with my Team of the Week point totals. I'm at just under 25,000 after not going for Player of the Month last month. I'm still not sure what to do. I guess I've got another week to think about it because it's 3 tokens needed. So I could get next week's, the 3rd week and the 4th week. But we've got a nice tally now, and we can also cash out if a really good master comes in. We'll have to see. But that sums up the episode. How did you do in weekend tournament? How did you do in Easter? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Come and follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD. And I'll see you all later. Peace.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.